This is Rachel Ruth Tate, the Astrology Roadshow, and the astrology of January 16th. Today is a funny day. We wake up with the moon in late Leo, really not making any major aspects to anything. And then the moon enters Virgo around 10:45 a.m. Central Time, and also doesn't really make any major aspects. But both of the moon in Leo and the moon in Virgo will be making a lot of quincunxes. So they're 150-degree angles that I don't talk about often. They're awkward. They kind of, if one energy is active, it almost shuts down or negates the other. And they can be hard to integrate or understand together. And that's literally it. There is nothing else going on today. And tomorrow, the moon in Virgo will oppose all the stuff in Pisces. But today, it might feel a little bit like you are floating in space. This morning, with the moon outside of, or kind of leaving the square that it formed with Uranus retrograde in Taurus, we might be feeling a little bit more upbeat. Maybe there is some sort of personal expression that we're doing, or maybe a light being shined on something. Remember, this is the moon and the sun sign, so there could be a Capricorn flavor, like I'm here at work just a little bit early, doing things that are kind of responsible or professional or productive, right, in a sunny sort of positive sense. And with the moon in Virgo, that kind of underscores that. It's like, okay, more earth sign getting shit done. Now the south node is in Virgo. It just entered Virgo recently, but we will not necessarily feel the south node because it's at the very end of Virgo. It's at 29 degrees of Virgo. So we won't feel that sort of exhaustion or cleansing or clearing or draining until a day or two from now, when the moon gets closer to that release point. But it could just feel like a little bit like we're suspended in space today, and like we're not quite sure where we're going or what we're doing. We'll have a lot more direct relationship between the moon and other bodies tomorrow. And I'm going to take this time to say, if you are currently following me on TikTok, and I have most of my viewership is on TikTok, find me on Instagram. If you want to keep listening to this show, find me at Rachel Ruth Tate on Instagram. There's a link in my bio. I have no idea, speaking of being suspended in space, what the American government is going to do. Our government is the one who decided not to to ban TikTok unless there was a bunch of bullshit, unless, the person who invented it or the company was like, oh no, we'll sell it. And then both sides, the Biden administration, which is outgoing, and the Trump administration, which is incoming, have decided they want to see if they can stop this from happening. But both of them at one point were pro this happening. It's really weird. I find this whole situation very strange, but I would love to keep speaking with you guys. I would love to keep sharing with you guys, and I always upload this video on Instagram. I have tried to start a YouTube channel, but it's just like, y'all, I don't know about YouTube. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. It's not my platform yet. Maybe if TikTok gets banned, I say maybe because it's a question mark as of the 19th. We don't know what's going on. But in this liminal space, this space between one thing and another, find me on Instagram, where I will be and where I am and where I have been. So happy Thursday.